said no special girl.
Yeah, and how do you think that made me feel, huh? Listening to you say that in front of the whole world.
Did you know that some of Hollywood's most iconic black actors started their career with unforgettable roles that shaped cinema? Let's take a trip down memory lane and discover these legendary stars in their youth. Number 20, Morris Chestnut. When you think of Morris Chestnut, you might picture the young heartthrob from the early 1990s who stole the show in Boys in the Hood, 1991. But his career didn't stop there. In fact, Morris Chestnut's journey is a great example of how a breakout role can open doors, but true talent and versatility can keep you there. Morris burst onto the scene with his role as Ricky Baker, a high school athlete caught in the struggles of inner-city life. Ricky's tragic end in Boys in the Hood was heartbreaking, and Morris's performance left an indelible mark on audiences. But what made Morris stand out was his ability to show raw emotion and deliver a powerful performance. His ability to connect with viewers, not just as a charming young man, but as a serious actor, was the first clue that he was destined for greater things. As Morris moved into adulthood, he continued to evolve as an actor. His performances in The Best Man, 1999, and its sequel cemented his place as a leading man in romantic comedies. He wasn't just the pretty face anymore. He was a skilled actor capable of handling deep, emotional roles. In Rosewood, 2015, Morris took on the role of a medical examiner, demonstrating his ability to shift between genres, from romance to crime dramas. But the real beauty of Morris's career is that he didn't let his heartthrob status define him. He worked hard to prove that he was more than just a pretty face, and his work today reflects the fruits of that effort. But speaking of impressive careers, let's shift our focus to someone who took the comedy world by storm, Darius McCrary. Number 19, Darius McCrary. Number 19, Darius McCrary. Darius McCrary may always be remembered as Eddie Winslow from the beloved 1990 sitcom Family Matters, 1989. But his career has had many more chapters than just this one. Eddie, the charming and sometimes naive older brother, became one of the most iconic characters in family television. As part of the Winslow family, Darius made us laugh with many of his misadventures while also showing us the importance of family bonds. His portrayal of Eddie was full of heart, humor, and a sense of coolness that made him the perfect big brother to root for. Though Family Matters was his breakout role, Darius didn't want to be defined by it. He worked hard to diversify his career, stepping into a variety of roles in film and television. Over the years, he appeared in several other TV shows and movies, each time showcasing a different side of his acting range. But what kept him in the public eye was his willingness to embrace the legacy of Eddie Winslow while carving out new paths for himself in the entertainment world. Even as Darius grew older, he never forgot the impact that Family Matters had on audiences. Eddie Winslow was his gateway into Hollywood, but his versatility as an actor allowed him to take on roles that challenged him and showcased his skills. Now, let's switch gears and talk about someone who became a star through his raw talent and emotion, Tyrese Gibson. Number 18, Tyrese Gibson. Tyrese Gibson's breakout role in Baby Boy 2001 was the start of an impressive career. In this film, he portrayed Joseph, a young man grappling with the struggles of adulthood, relationships, and his own identity. Tyrese's portrayal of a troubled yet lovable character resonated deeply with audiences, especially those who could relate to the challenges of growing up in a tough environment. His role in Baby Boy earned him praise for his ability to convey vulnerability, strength, and real-life struggles in a way that felt raw and authentic. What made Tyrese's role so powerful was his ability to show both the tough exterior of his character and the deep emotions lying underneath. This balance is something that Tyrese would explore in later roles, but Baby Boy is where he really made his mark. The film showcased his ability to portray complex characters that were more than just one-dimensional. He wasn't just a bad boy. He was someone with dreams, fears, and a desire to be better. This made him a standout as one of the most promising young actors in Hollywood. As Tyrese's career progressed, he transitioned into major action roles, particularly with the Fast and Furious series. His character, Roman Pierce, brought both humor and heart to the action-packed franchise. Next up, let's dive into Jussie Smollett's rise to fame and the controversy that followed. Number 17, Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett's breakout role as Jamel Lyon on Empire 2015 introduced the world to a character who was both groundbreaking and relatable. Jamel Lyon was a talented musician navigating his career and identity, all while being a member of a powerful family. What made Jamel so unique was how he represented the LGBTQ+ community on a major network show, helping to bring visibility to stories that had often been overlooked. Jussie's portrayal was filled with heart, and his powerful performances captured the challenges of being true to oneself in a world that often demanded conformity. Jussie's portrayal of Jamel made him a household name. His musical performances on the show, especially his songs, became fan favorites. But it wasn't just his talent as an actor or singer that made Jussie stand out. It was the depth he brought to the character. Jamel was not just a supporting character, he was essential to the show's emotional core. His journey, dealing with family, fame, love, and self-acceptance, spoke to many viewers, especially those who had not seen such a complex LGBTQ+ character on primetime television before. However, Jussie's rise to fame was marred by controversy. In 2019, he was involved in a widely publicized incident where he claimed to have been the victim of a hate crime. The case became a media frenzy, and eventually, Jussie faced charges for allegedly staging the attack. This controversy significantly impacted his career, and many of his fans were left confused by the situation. Now, let's take a closer look at Terrence Howard's journey. Number 16, Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard's career took off in a big way when he played DJ in the film Hustle and Flow, 2005. In this movie, Terrence portrayed an aspiring rapper struggling to make it in the music industry. His raw and powerful performance earned him not only a critical acclaim, but also an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. For many, this was the moment they realized that Terrence had serious acting chops. His portrayal of DJ wasn't just about rapping, it was about a man fighting to change his life despite the odds. His character's passion, pain, and dreams of success made him a hero in the eyes of many. After Hustle and Flow, Terrence Howard's career reached new heights. But it wasn't just about the praise he received for his role in the film, it was the way he became a household name. People started to recognize him for his unique way of bringing emotion and depth to his characters. However, his career truly exploded when he landed the role of Lucius Lyon in the hit TV series Empire 2015. In this role, Terrence played the head of a powerful music empire, a character that was equal parts ruthless and vulnerable. His strong presence on screen reminded audiences just how talented he was, and it helped solidify his legacy as one of Hollywood's most respected actors. Let's move on now to talk about another actor who made a huge impact on the action film world, Wesley Snipes. Number 15, Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes became a huge star in the early 1990s, but his breakout role in New Jack City, 1991, truly changed the game for him. In this film, Wesley played Nino Brown, a drug lord who ran a powerful criminal empire. His performance was so intense and captivating that it immediately made him one of Hollywood's most feared villains. Nino Brown wasn't just a bad guy, he was charismatic, ruthless, and impossible to forget. Wesley's portrayal made it clear that he had the talent to take on complex roles, and he was ready to become a top star. Wesley didn't stop with New Jack City. He continued to show his versatility in films like White Men Can't Jump, 1992, where he played Sidney Dean, a street basketball hustler. This role proved that Wesley wasn't just good at playing tough guys, he could be funny and charming too. He showed off his athleticism and comedic timing in a way that made the film a fan favorite. People started to realize that Wesley was one of the most versatile actors of the 1990s. But it was his role as Blade in the Blade trilogy that truly solidified Wesley Snipes' place in Hollywood. Blade, 1998, followed by Blade 2, 2002, and Blade Trinity, 2004, introduced audiences to a half-vampire, half-human vigilante who fought to protect humanity from the vampire threat. Wesley's performance as Blade was nothing short of legendary. He brought a cool, badass energy to the role, and his fight scenes, well, they became iconic. Wesley's portrayal of Blade is considered one of the best superhero roles of all time and helped shape the superhero genre long before the Marvel Cinematic Universe took off. And now, let's talk about the king of charisma, Will Smith, who became a global icon in the 1990s. Number 14, Will Smith. Will Smith is one of the most well-known actors in Hollywood, and it all started with his breakout role as the lovable, street-smart teen in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 1990. The show was an instant hit, and Will's comedic talent and charm made him a household name. Playing a teenager from West Philadelphia who moves into a wealthy neighborhood in California, Will brought humor and heart to the show. His character's journey, finding his place in a new world, resonated with young viewers, and his catchy theme song, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, well, it became an anthem of the 1990s. What made Will Smith so special was his ability to blend humor with heartfelt moments. As the Fresh Prince, he wasn't just the funny guy, he was also the one who learned valuable life lessons and shared them with the audience. The show's success was a combination of Will's charisma, the funny situations, and the deeper emotional moments that kept viewers coming back week after week. But Will Smith's success didn't stop at television. After The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will made the transition to film, and he became a superstar in the process. His first big movie hit came with Independence Day, 1996, where he played Captain Stephen Hiller, a pilot who helped save the world from an alien invasion. Will's performance in Independence Day was full of humor and action, and it showed that he could carry a big-budget film. His next big success came with Men in Black, 1997, where he played Agent J, a fun-loving, wisecracking secret agent who protects Earth from extraterrestrial threats. Will's ability to bring charm and humor to action-packed roles made him a global superstar. Let's move on to another actor whose breakout role made a huge impact on TV, Isaiah Washington. Number 13, Isaiah Washington. Isaiah Washington earned widespread acclaim for his role as Dr. Preston Burke on the medical drama Grey's Anatomy, 2005. As a talented surgeon with a complex personality, Isaiah's character quickly became a fan favorite. Dr. Burke's love story with Dr. Christina Yang, played by Sandra Oh, was one of the highlights of the early seasons of the show. Isaiah brought depth and charm to the role, making it clear that he had the acting skills to succeed in a big way. However, just as Isaiah's career seemed to be reaching new heights, controversy struck. Isaiah was involved in an on-set incident that led to his departure from Grey's Anatomy in 2007. His exit from the show was a big shock to fans who had grown attached to his character. The controversy surrounding his departure caused a setback in his career, but it didn't completely erase the impact of his earlier work. Isaiah Washington's performance as Dr. Burke remains one of the standout roles on Grey's Anatomy, a role that helped define the show's early seasons. Now, let's talk about another actor who gained fame through a hit TV show, Columbus Short. Number 12, Columbus Short. Columbus Short made his breakthrough as Harrison Wright on the hit TV show Scandal, 2012. His character was charming, complex, and full of secrets, traits that made him a fan favorite right away. Columbus brought charisma and depth to the role, making Harrison Wright someone whom audiences couldn't help but love, even when he was involved in shady situations. He was a key member of Olivia Pope's team, and his ability to balance his character's vulnerability and strength made him stand out. For many, Columbus Short was a rising star in Hollywood. His work on Scandal showcased his versatility as an actor, proving that he could take on both dramatic and action-packed roles. But just as his career seemed to be hitting new heights, personal struggles led to his departure from the show in 2014. Columbus faced a series of legal and personal issues that affected his career, and it was a tough time for the actor. Despite leaving Scandal, his impact on the show is still remembered. His performances on the series made him a standout, and fans still appreciate his work on the show. Number 11, David Alan Grier. David Alan Grier is one of those actors whose career has been full of surprises. He first became a household name in the 1990s thanks to his work on the iconic sketch comedy show In Living Color, 1990. On the show, David's hilarious characters and impeccable timing made him a standout. Whether he was playing a silly, over-the-top character or delivering sharp, quick-witted lines, David brought laughter to millions of people. His comedic genius made him a favorite in the 1990s, and his energy and style were one of the reasons why In Living Color became such a landmark show in television history. But David Alan Grier is more than just a funny guy. Over the years, he has proven his acting chops in a wide variety of roles, including dramatic roles. After leaving In Living Color, David took on serious roles in movies and television, showing that he could do more than make people laugh. His transition from comedy to drama was a natural progression for an actor with such range. He earned respect for his versatility and ability to tackle complex roles. David's career shows that even if you start as a comedian, you can still become an enduring figure in Hollywood by showing different sides of yourself. Now, let's move on to another star whose career took Hollywood by storm, Nate Parker. Number 10, Nate Parker. Nate Parker burst into the spotlight with his powerful and emotional film, The Birth of a Nation, 2016, which he wrote, directed, and starred in. The movie was based on the true story of Nat Turner, a man who led a rebellion against slavery in the 1800s. Nate's performance in the film was praised for its intensity and passion, and the film itself received widespread acclaim for its storytelling and message. It seemed like Nate Parker was on the verge of becoming a major force in Hollywood, not just an actor, but as a filmmaker who could tell important historical stories. However, Nate's career hit a major roadblock after controversy surrounding allegations from his past resurfaced during the release of The Birth of a Nation. These controversies became the focus of the media, overshadowing the film's success and leading to challenges in Nate's career. While his early work showed incredible promise, the personal struggles and public backlash that followed had a lasting effect on his Hollywood trajectory. Despite these setbacks, the talent of Nate Parker displayed in his breakout role remains undeniable. Nate Parker's story is a reminder that even when an actor has incredible promise, their career can sometimes be shaped by factors outside of their control. His work on The Birth of a Nation proved that he had the potential to be one of Hollywood's brightest stars, but his legacy is also a reflection of how personal challenges can impact someone's professional life. Nate Parker's journey shows that while talent is important, how you handle your personal life can also affect your career in ways that are hard to predict. Now, let's move on to another artist who gained fame through his powerful presence, CeeLo Green. Number 9, CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green became a household name thanks to his larger-than-life personality and unique voice. He first rose to fame as a member of the hip-hop group Goody Mob, and later as a solo artist with hits like Forget You, but it was his role as a coach on the popular singing competition show The Voice 2011 that turned CeeLo into a star for a whole new audience. His energetic personality, bold style, and incredible singing talent made him a fan favorite on the show. CeeLo brought a mix of humor, wisdom, and mentorship to The Voice, and his impact on the show was huge. But like many stars, CeeLo Green's career hasn't been without controversy. Some of his actions and comments have led to criticism, and his reputation has faced challenges. Despite these bumps in the road, CeeLo's impact on both the music industry and television remains significant. His voice and style continue to influence artists and fans, and his time on The Voice helped make the show one of the biggest hits in TV history. CeeLo Green's career is a testament to how someone can rise to fame in different ways. From his roots in hip-hop to becoming a TV star, CeeLo's journey shows that you don't have to fit into one mold to succeed. Even when controversies arise, his talent and personality continue to make a mark on the world of music and entertainment. Now, let's move on to another actor whose breakout role launched him to stardom, Jason Mitchell. Number 8. Jason Mitchell. Jason Mitchell's rise to fame came with his unforgettable role as Eazy-E in the film Straight Outta Compton, 2015. In the movie, Jason portrayed the real-life rapper and founding member of NWA, who played a crucial role in changing the landscape of hip-hop music. Jason's performance was powerful, emotional, and showed the complexity of the character. He brought Eazy-E to life in a way that made people take notice of his immense acting talent. The film was a huge success, and Jason quickly became one of Hollywood's rising stars. Despite his early success, Jason Mitchell's career faced challenges. Legal issues and personal controversies have overshadowed his early talent, and his time in Hollywood was marked by ups and downs. However, there's no denying that his portrayal of Eazy-E in Straight Outta Compton remains one of the highlights of his career. Jason's early work showed that he was a force to be reckoned with in the world of acting, and his ability to portray such a complex figure made him stand out in a big way. Jason Mitchell's story is a reminder that sometimes, even when things go wrong, the impact of your work can still shine through. His breakout role proved that he was capable of bringing powerful characters to life, and his legacy as an actor is something that will stay with audiences for years to come. From Jason Mitchell's rise to stardom, let's talk about another comedian who changed the game, Dave Chappelle. Number 7. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's breakout role came in the form of The Chappelle Show, 2003, a groundbreaking sketch comedy series that changed the way people saw comedy on TV. Dave's sharp wit, clever writing, and fearless commentary on race, society, and culture made him one of the most influential comedians of his generation. His humor wasn't just about making people laugh, it was about making them think. Dave used comedy as a way to comment on important social issues, and that made him a voice of cultural commentary. However, Dave's career took a surprising turn when he left The Chappelle Show at the height of its success. He walked away from a multi-million-dollar deal, which left fans confused and curious about his decision. Dave later explained that the pressures of fame, the way his work was being received, and his desire to live a more authentic life led him to step away from the spotlight. It was a bold move, and it made people respect him even more. After a hiatus from TV, Dave returned to stand-up comedy, where he continued to push boundaries and make people think with his thought-provoking performances. His comeback proved that Dave was not just a funny guy, but a comedian with a purpose. His legacy as a comedian who tackles tough subjects with humor and insight is secure, and he remains one of the most important voices in the world of comedy. Dave Chappelle's journey shows us that sometimes it's okay to take a step back in order to stay true to yourself. His impact on comedy and culture is undeniable, and his work, it continues to inspire new generations of comedians and thinkers today. From Dave Chappelle's groundbreaking comedy, let's now look at Cuba Gooding Jr.'s unforgettable role in Jerry Maguire. Number 6. Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. became a household name with his breakout role in Jerry Maguire, 1996. In this film, Cuba played Rod Tidwell, a wide receiver in the NFL who is determined to get what he deserves. His most famous line, "Show me the money," became an instant classic and is still quoted today. The line was delivered with so much energy and passion that it became one of the most memorable moments in movie history. Cuba's performance in Jerry Maguire earned him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, making him one of Hollywood's brightest stars. But Cuba Gooding Jr.'s career wasn't just defined by Jerry Maguire. He went on to star in other successful films such as Men of Honor, 2000, and Boys in the Hood, 1991, where he demonstrated his versatility as an actor. He showed that he wasn't just a one-hit wonder, but a talented actor who could take on a wide range of roles. Unfortunately, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s career has also been affected by recent controversies. Legal troubles and personal issues have put a shadow over his legacy, but his early work remains strong. His role in Jerry Maguire will always be remembered, and his contributions to Hollywood during his prime are still celebrated by fans. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s story is a reminder that no matter how big your career becomes, life can throw challenges your way, but the work you do and the impact you can make can last long after the spotlight fades. Number 5, Forest Whitaker. You might recognize Forest Whitaker as the guy with a strong presence and a calm yet powerful way of acting. But did you know his journey started back in 1982? He first appeared in the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High when he was just starting out. However, it wasn't until 2006 that he truly became a superstar. His role as Idi Amin, the dictator in The Last King of Scotland, won him an Academy Award. That's like the biggest prize in Hollywood. It was his big break, and it showed the world how talented he really is. Forest Whitaker's career didn't stop there. After that, he starred in movies like The Butler, 2013, where he played a man who worked at the White House, and Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai, 1999, which was a cool mix of action and philosophy. Forrest is known for playing a wide range of characters, and he's done so in movies like Arrival, 2016, where he played a military man in a science fiction film. Forest Whitaker proves that with hard work, you can become a legend in Hollywood. Now, who doesn't love a powerful performance, right? Well, let's move on to another actor who wowed audiences with his breakout role. Number 4, Michael Ealy. Michael Ealy's big break came when he played the role of Ricky in Barbershop. It wasn't just good looks that caught the audience's attention, it was also his charm and smooth way of talking. Michael became a fan favorite who was seen as the guy everyone wanted to hang out with. After Barbershop, Michael Ealy kept showing his versatility in movies like Think Like a Man, 2012, where he played a man navigating love and friendship, and The Perfect Guy, 2015, where he was part of a thrilling love story. He also starred in The Underworld Awakening, 2012, a vampire action movie. Michael Ealy proves that a mix of charisma, talent, and hard work can take you far in Hollywood. Now, let's shift gears and talk about an actor who became famous for playing a groundbreaking character on TV. Ready? Let's go! Number 3, Blair Underwood. Blair Underwood's rise to fame started with L.A. Law, a TV show where he played the first black lawyer. This was a huge deal because it was the 1980s and early 1990s, and seeing someone like Blair on TV was a big step forward for diversity in Hollywood. He became a role model for many and helped change the way black actors were seen on television. Blair didn't stop with TV, though. He went on to star in films like Sex and the City 2, 2010, and The Event, 2010 to 2011, a thrilling TV show. His work in Dear White People, 2017, helped bring important conversations about race and culture to the forefront. Blair Underwood's career shows that breaking barriers in one project can lead to even bigger opportunities in the next. From TV to film, Blair's journey is one of breaking through barriers. Speaking about breakout roles, here's another actor who made waves in a big way. Number 2, Taye Diggs. Taye Diggs became a household name after his role in How Stella Got Her Groove Back, where he played Winston Shakespeare, a charming and handsome man who stole the heart of a successful woman. He quickly became a heartthrob, and fans couldn't get enough of him. After his big break, Taye continued to shine in films like The Best Man, 1999, and Rent, 2005, where he showed his skills in both romance and drama. He also starred in the TV show Private Practice, 2007 to 2013, where he played a doctor, adding another layer to his acting career. Taye Diggs' ability to move between different genres made him one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. Now, number 1, Denzel Washington's breakout role came in the movie Cry Freedom, 1987, where he played Steve Biko, a South African activist. His performance was powerful and emotional, making people around the world sit up and notice him. Denzel brought real life to the character, showing how important it is to stand up for what's right, even when it's hard. This role kicked off Denzel's amazing career. He went on to play unforgettable characters in movies like Glory, 1989, where he won an Oscar, Training Day, 2001, and Fences, 2016. Each of these roles showed how talented Denzel is at bringing deep emotions to the screen. Today, Denzel Washington is one of Hollywood's most respected actors, known for his ability to make us think and feel with every role he takes. If you've never seen his movies, now is the perfect time to dive into his incredible work. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more incredible stories about the legends of Black Hollywood and their unforgettable journeys.